'Cause it's just loose lips. I chat better than I sing, so go ahead and enjoy.
I think it's just having an understanding, like, why is the world the way it is? Like, why do people hate themselves? Why do we put ourselves through hell? Why are we our own worst enemy at times? You know, because there's another way that gets us to where we want to be, but why is it that people are stuck on this?
What would you say to that? What would you say? Do you have an answer? Is there a definitive answer?
Well, there's many. It's multifaceted again, but I think one of the big things is history. You know, we're still suppressing everything that happened in history, especially with women. Women have been raped, enslaved, you know, killed for having different beliefs, like told they're disgusting when they're bleeding in the month, and you know, all these things. And actually women have forgotten their power. We have an organ inside us that can create life. Like we have a trap door to another dimension inside of us, and women have forgotten that. Like we're powerful, we have all this wisdom inside of us, and I think that's one part of it. And then the other part of it is that the world's focus is on self-care, which is, you know, diet and fitness and the way we look and what we do and all these experiences, which is all great and part of it. But if the self-love isn't in place first, we're always using willpower, we're always falling off the train, we're always failing, which, you know, it's the failing that keeps people going back to Weight Watchers. It's the failing that keeps people going back to the dating sites. And
yeah, it's also as well, it's the perspective of, if you've done 3 days at the gym but you've missed that final day, you blame yourself for missing that final day, not complimenting yourself on the 3 days that you've been.
Yeah, unless you've got the foundation of self-love first of all, and then, you know, everything becomes fun and easy. Well, not easy, but
Playful.
graceful. Yeah, playful and graceful. Yeah. So like when you have self-love, you naturally want to eat, not like salad every day. You know, I'm not talking like you eat the healthiest thing every day, but you just naturally eat your 80% healthy food, your 20% soul food. And it's not something you have to really think about. It's like, oh, what would serve my body today? Rather than what should I be eating today because this diet told me. Same with exercise. You know, like I berated myself for years for not getting myself into an exercise routine. And sometimes I'd go every day and then I wouldn't go for months. And in a way, I still kind of do that now sometimes, you know, but now I'm like, yeah, my body wants and needs exercise right now. And other times it doesn't feel like it does. And trying to force myself to do that doesn't feel like self-love. Yeah. And also with one thing that I always point out around Christmas is that, like, when I speak to my nana who's 92 and tell her I've gone to the gym, she's like, oh, what are you doing that for? You know, because they didn't do that then. You know, no grandparents really went to gyms. Maybe if you were like a professional bodybuilder or whatever, maybe the odd man, but it's not a thing. It's a thing now. It's a fad. It's a trend. It's a thing of the times. And now I get all my women saying, I've not been to the gym this week. And I'm like, that's fine. You know, you don't have to. People didn't do that years ago. Go do what you want to do that's fun. Go for a walk, go in the garden, go swimming, or, you know, do what you want to do. I think people have been force driven into doing these things that they don't necessarily want to do, and also aren't always that good for them, because how many people do these sports that they think they should do, or the gym, and injure themselves? You know, that's, I feel, the body telling you, look, it's not that good for you. Do something that feels good and you're moving one step closer.
'Cause it's just loose lips.